I've just returned from my Christmas market cruise in Europe, and I have an issue with my Away suitcase. The handle does not go down all the way. Luckily, this happened at the end of my trip when I came home and not during, because that would have been a pain, but it is a pain now nonetheless. I got this suitcase in 2018, so it has lasted me a long time without something major really happening to it. So the handle, when I go to contract it, stops about here. And I think one of the spring mechanisms for the pin on this side has come loose, and it's not letting the pin that holds in the handle to retract to let the handle slide through, because you can see that this handle is sliding in, but this one is not wanting to. If we look on the inside, we can see this a little bit more clearly. When I press the handle button, you can see, I believe that this pin, is not contracting in. And when I push, it kind of moves, but still gets stuck. If I push this pin in, then I'm able to move the handle into its closed position. So I have Away's website pulled up, and I am going to see if I can submit a warranty claim. So I'm going to toggle over to their help center, click start a warranty claim, and then it's asking for an order number. Luckily, I save all of my receipts, my email confirmations for every purchase. They have a limited warranty that if anything breaks, like the handle in this case, they will potentially replace the handle. So I'll put in my order number and the email associated with it to find my order. And it looks like I'm still in the system after all these years, which is awesome. So I'll enter in the reason of my claim is that my trolley handle will not go down. Awesome, and submitted that. So we will see how long it takes for Away to respond and potentially send me a replacement handle and go from there. So a week after I submitted that claim, I received the replacement handle. Okay, so got a handle and some screws, as well as a QR code to scan for the repair kit manual. So I'll go take my phone and scan that to see what we're getting into. So I've watched the video. Said to take a Phillips screwdriver. There are 2 screws at the bottom, 4 screws at the top. We'll unscrew them and remove this handle. So then we're gonna just pull the handle out. Now I have this case for the battery pack, but I never use this, so well, this does not have one. I'm not gonna take that out and replace it. Hopefully that saves some space. So we'll slide this in. Make sure it gets in. The thing that I'm struggling with the most is getting one of these legs into the rubber socket. It's so close. Luckily, the socket that it's going into is malleable, so I can kind of bend it, but oh my gosh, just trying to squeeze it in all the way so the top part goes all the way in is quite a challenge, and it's using all of my muscles. I got it in, success. So now I'm gonna start putting the screws in, tightening it, make sure it's all secure. Now let's zip this up. Okay, Okay, I've replaced the handle and it goes down smoothly. So that is replaced. So my previous handle right here did have the storage case for a power bank, but my new replacement handle does not, which is completely fine with me because honestly, I never stored my power bank in the Away suitcase. I always had it in my personal item, and especially now with more and more airlines having strict regulations with power banks, I'm not storing my power bank in my suitcase. So having a little bit extra room in my suitcase now that this little, about like an inch thick spot is no longer taking up space in my suitcase, I'm super excited about that. But all in all, I am really pleased. It did take a little elbow grease to get the two poles in the rubber slots to line up the screws, but after a little bit of squeezing and pushing, I got it through. So I was able to tighten all the screws and everything seems to be tightly in place. So I am very pleased with this whole process of submitting a warranty claim, getting the replacement, putting it together. Now I just have to wait until my next trip to see how this handle holds up, but it looks like it's on pretty tightly. So I am just super happy that I didn't have to wait long to replace this handle. And honestly, after about 8 years, yeah, it's almost been 8 years of having this suitcase, and this is the first thing I've had to replace. That's pretty impressive, and another reason why I really like the Away suitcases. So leave a comment down below if you have an Away suitcase or if their warranty and replacement process that I just showed you convinced you to get an Away suitcase. Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Ciao for now.